Something is quietly happening in France. A new crop of long-haul, low-cost airlines have been springing up, French Bee and Air Caraïbes being among them, cramming up to nearly 500 passengers into their A350s on flights often exceeding 10 hours. So this week, let's try these airlines out to see if they're any good.
And that is why we're in New York, to take French Bee from here in New York in the United States over to Paris Orly in France. So without any further ado, let's get down to the airport. Let's go!
Leaving my hotel, it's a short shuttle ride over to Newark Airport here in New Jersey. The drive itself from my hotel to the airport is short. Most of the hotels around Newark are a good bit away from the main terminals. Newark Liberty Airport is where all of the flights from French Bee service the New York area.
Thank you.
Getting into the terminal, I needed to know where the check-in desk for French Bee would be.
Okay, welcome to Newark Airport. It looks like we've been changed to Air Caraïbes, so it must be a code share flight that we're on. Just see where the check-in desks are, see if we need to get checked in. I have checked in online, but just get a paper copy of the ticket if it's needed.
Getting to the check-in desks, however, the area seemed a bit abandoned by the staff, leaving the passengers a bit confused as to the opening time of the check-in desks. And the time for the opening of check-in came and went.
Okay, it looks like it's a kiosk thing, because I'm not hanging about 20 minutes. Would much rather get through TSA in that time. Okay, got me boarding pass. Now let's head through TSA, wherever that is. Ah, it's over there. All gates. Gate B, all B gates, which is where we're going. So let's get through TSA and then see if there's a lounge or something, because we need to do some work on the laptop before get on the flight.
With being a bit unsure if I would get my meal or not, I decided to find something to eat at the airport. And as I'm in the New York area, it would be hard to pass up some New York style pizza.
Perfect, thank you very much. As we're in New York, we couldn't not have any pizza, so gonna have some pizza before we go through TSA security. Anyway, gonna have this. This will be my dinner for today. Don't know if we're getting anything on French Bee, because it's an airline a bit like North Atlantic, where if you don't pre-book anything, you don't usually get anything. And I did pre-book something, but as it's been changed to Air Caraïbes, don't know if that's going to carry over. I've had issues with budget long-haul airlines where you pre-book like meals and things, and then it doesn't carry over. So being safe rather than sorry. I have my pizza. Now let's go through the TSA security and see if we can find a place to do some work. Okay, we've gone through TSA security now. Let's find a lounge or something. I do need to do some work on the laptop, and we've got about 2 hours to the flight, 2-3 hours to the flight, so try and use the time wisely. Doesn't actually look like there is going to be a lounge or something here, because this is just one big atrium gates. There is a British Airways lounge, but I can't get into it. I'm not on British Airways and I don't have status anymore. So there's La Compagnie there. Definitely need to fly on them at some point. All business class airline on A321s. So definitely fly them at some point. Alright, shall we go and see if we can get a coffee, because it's getting busier with a few flights departing. There's one to London and one to Singapore just about to depart, so yeah, let's go get a coffee, get away from this busy area. Okay, got my coffee. It's quite busy now. Not sure if there's anywhere to sit down really. A lot of the area is taken up. That's our gate over there, B56. There's some seating around there, but I'm just gonna stand because we're going to be sat down for the next 7.5 hours. I mean, that coffee isn't the best. It's quite weak. It's been in a pot for quite a long time, I think. But coffee's coffee, and I haven't had any today, so this is sorely needed. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, French Bee is actually sort of the equivalent French airline to North Atlantic, in the sense that they offer long-haul budget travel with some extras added on, like a premium cabin that you can upgrade to, and buy on-board meals and pre-order meals. We're not in the premium product today. We are in economy. They are very famous for having A350s that they have managed to cram seats in. By narrowing the seats, they've managed to get a 3-4-3 setup in a A350. A350s typically have a 3-3-3 in economy. The 3-4-3 setup is more common on planes like the 777. So they have really narrowed the seats. So it's going to be interesting. We're not on the French Bee A350 today, which is what I wanted to do. Kind of disappointed I'm not on it. That means I need to try it again. However, we are on an Air Caraïbes A350 today, and the Air Caraïbes A350 has the same 3-4-3 seating layout, so I'm not sure how it's going to be. It might be a cramped flight for 7.5 hours. Not sure how I'll feel at the end of it, but I've made sure to book a hotel so that hopefully when we get in at 12 p.m. into Paris Orly, we can just go straight to the hotel and hopefully get a early check-in. That's my plan anyway. We'll need to see how it is. I have booked a meal. Not sure if it's transferred over from French Bee to Air Caraïbes. Need to see about that. But it should be a good flight. I'm excited to see what it's like, but a bit nervous. It is going to be cramped. I do think it's going to be cramped. We'll just have to see how it is. I'm going to reserve judgment until we get to the end. Okay, that looks like we're getting on board just now. It's by group number. They're calling premium, and all the other higher end classes are getting called first, and then we'll be called by row. We're sort of middle cabin, so shouldn't be too long until we're getting on.
Just the boarding pass? Yeah. Only boarding passes out, no more passports needed.
Perfect, thank you.
Either and get on board French Bee or Air Caraïbes. Air Caraïbes. I'm going to go with Air Caraïbes. We were meant to be on French Bee. It's Air Caraïbes now. Let's go on board. He doesn't have to. Hey there.
Hi, welcome aboard. You're going to go straight out.
Getting on board Air Caraïbes, the business class is in a 222 config, and the economy is in a staggering 343 configuration, which is very cramped for an A350.
And then on Air Caraïbes or French Bee A350, as you can see, the seats are quite narrow. Gonna be a cramped flight, that's what I think. I'll just show you around real quickly.
The legroom compared to the seat width is actually pretty good, so I can't really complain here. In the IFE system, there is a USB socket and an audio jack. The seat itself, even though it's very narrow, does actually recline, which is very nice to have. And left to each seat was a pillow and a blanket. Soon we were pushed back with the safety demonstration as we taxied our way out to the runway for takeoff. Taking off out of Newark, New Jersey, in the USA, we begin our 7-hour flight over to Paris Orly in France.
Okay, we've taken off out of Newark. Now flight time should be about 7 hours, 15 minutes over to Paris Orly. The crew said they're going to hand out sort of like a pamphlet package thing, which contains like a menu for people that have pre-ordered a meal, so should be getting that pretty soon. And then it should be the meal service and then the buy on board service. I think it's in the screen, so I'll show you through the in-flight entertainment system and show you what's in there.
In the in-flight entertainment system, there is a selection of movies and TV shows to choose from. It's certainly not the largest out there, but it's still a decent selection. One thing I did find funny was the selection of the set menus for different flights in different sectors. This is pretty interesting to see, and I'm not sure how many airlines do this, but it is nice to know what you can expect to get on which flight. There is also meant to be a moving map, but sadly, it wasn't working. The in-flight magazine and duty-free section is also in the IFE system. Once in the cruise, the crew came around with this little amenity kit, which contains some headphones, an eye mask, a disinfectant wipe, and there is also a voucher for my pre-order meal, which is something I haven't really seen done on airlines before. Soon after though, my voucher was taken and my meal arrived.
I have food in front of me. It looks to be a chicken dish with rice, pesto pasta to start, and then a sponge to finish with a hot roll as well. I also got some Oreos and I've got some red wine, and it comes in what must be the most unique looking bottle I've ever seen. That is it's a very unique bottle for red wine. Give this a try. That's actually really nice. It's honey chili chicken, which I happen to really like. That is really nice. Here we are then on the bathroom of Air Caraïbes A350. As you can see, it is very, very spacious. You've got a vanity mirror there, you got a sink, nice mood lighting on the floor as well, and it is also very clean, so can't complain at that. I would definitely fly Air Caraïbes. I know this is a French B flight, but would definitely fly Air Caraïbes after this.
Getting back to my seat, the crew offered a hot drink service and I got myself a coffee. After the meal and drink service was done, the lights were dimmed, so with nothing really else to do, I decided to try and get some sleep, waking up as we were approaching northern France. If you've made it this far into the video, then why not consider becoming a Patreon or YouTube channel member? It all goes back into making videos like this one, plus you'll be getting access to some exclusive content.
Okay, so the crew have come around with a breakfast snack service, which consists of a muffin, orange juice, and coffee with some water. I can't remember how much it is, but I pre-ordered it. I actually managed to get some decent sleep. The headrest isn't the comfiest though, there isn't much padding on it. But I was tired anyway, so I did manage to get some sleep. We're about 1,000 kilometers from France, so about an hour, 20 minutes from landing. So just gonna have this, and then we'll be landing into Paris. Coffee is so needed. Only proper way to wake up, at least for me anyway.
Just quickly, if you're liking this video, then why not go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date with all my travels. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. After the breakfast service, the crew prepared the cabin for landing as we plunged through the very busy skies of northern France. Landing into Paris Orly Airport, the second largest airport in the Paris area after Charles de Gaulle. This is the home of French Bee, and it is also low-cost carrier Transavia's largest hub within France. So now let's get to the hotel and I will give you my final thoughts. Great, thank you very much.
Here we are then, Paris Orly. Let's get through the border and I'll tell you my thoughts of the flight. It was actually a pretty good flight, I think.
Ah, it's warm here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. All the week, 7 days, warm, 30 degrees, 35.
Good.
No, it's too hot.
Too hot? Oh.
Because we don't have a beach, sea. Just,
Okay, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, drop this. I think that's yours.
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And there we have it, people. French Bee or Air Caraïbes from Newark International to Paris Orly. What did you make of that? Personally, I'm not sure what to make of it because I don't know which airline I was flying. I booked on French Bee and everything seemed French Bee, but the plane obviously was Air Caraïbes, in-flight entertainment was Air Caraïbes, so both airlines I think I will have to try again. But the seats are quite narrow. I'm not sure I would want to do a very, very long flight of like 14 hours or their monster flights to Tahiti from Paris Orly via LAX. Not sure I'd want to do them. I'll do them if you want me to, but I'm not sure I want to do them. But anyway, people, you let me know what you thought of them down below. Personally, good value for money. As always, prices are down below. So anyway, people, if you did like this video, then you should probably check out this video here. And as always, people, we will see you all in the next one.